Hey everybody, that's Aaron.
I'm Aaron, and that's Mattie, and we're from the Piano Bar, and we're here talking about our most requested songs and some of even our favorite songs to play, because I think if they're among the most requested, people ask us, hey, let me ask you a question, Mattie. What's your favorite song to play?
The one that makes the most money and makes them sing the loudest.
That's the answer to your question, everybody. The one that we want to play is the one that you guys want to hear and sing. And
All right, I got one for you.
all right,
What song are you sick of playing?
none of them, because if you want to hear them, that's my job.
And it's different every time we do it. It's a different crowd every time. So
That's My Job is a great song by Conway Twitty, very sad song about his father. But I recommend giving it a listen and trying that. But that's not what we're here to talk about. That is never requested. Instead, we're going to talk about Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville, Just the Facts, released in 1977. I believe he wrote it. He did write it. Yes, that is correct. I do not have a lot of information on chart performance and stuff like that, but Jimmy Buffett's so epic. There are parrot heads, like there are dead heads, and he has a lot of songs, and he's a fantastic writer. I love his books, like A Pirate Looks at 40, A Pirate Looks at 50, which are also songs, I believe.
yes.
Regionally speaking, you have played in Florida, so you probably know more Jimmy Buffett than I could possibly.
Jimmy Buffett is a lifestyle when it comes to Florida and South Florida. And it stems from this song. Now, as you had said, it was in 1977. He'd written this, he wanted Elvis Presley to record it. Well, in 1977, unfortunately, Elvis passed. So he recorded this, and not only was this song a hit, and I remember when this came out and driving around with my mom in the car and listening to it, but it spawned a whole lifestyle that is held within this song. And of course, we now have Margaritaville restaurants and resorts.
I've been there.
And books, the short story books.
I've had the cheeseburger in paradise.
Did you? How was it?
Twice, 2 times I've been to it. It was good. It was great. It was great. The Margaritaville restaurants are great. Margaritaville. Go to Margaritaville, the Piano Bar.
Yeah, and send us some coupons.
Yep. Plane tickets.
But this one, what's genius about this, and this could very easily be a country song, because what it does in these choruses, it's a song, it's a breakup song, but he's just kind of describing what he's doing, his day-to-day activity. But he's starting to slowly realize that it's nobody's fault. In the second verse, could be my fault, and then finally at the end, it's my own damn fault. And so that's country songs are very good about that, kind of putting that twist at the end of a chorus to make it mean something different.
Okay, you just kind of blew my mind. I just thought it was about a guy getting drunk, just out on the beach, which is fun, which I love to do. It's one of my number one activities, and that he got wasted and lost the soul.
Yeah.
No, this is when he's talking about that. That's about whose fault was it that I got myself in this breakup situation.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's it. This goes into the breakup love song category. And maybe even the comfort song, because we can all share, I think, in that feeling of having had a breakup and then maybe going and trying to drink it away and maybe having too much. And so it kind of has a double meaning. I think you could read that into it, but maybe it's not. Maybe it is just about the relationship. But that brings me to the sing-along aspect of it. So when we play this song, this is one of those songs, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but that's kind of migrated to where the crowd and the guests would sing along with the whole thing, and now it's kind of, they'll do the where's the salt, where's the whatever line we're going to say there, and not really sing the whole thing. Sometimes they will. But I remember starting out, almost 20 years ago, that they would sing, the entire chorus of that song.
Yes.
The audience would. So tell me, what has been your experience?
Well, it changed. Of course, that's pretty much your anthem, dueling piano anthem in Florida. That's another one of those we talk about playing several times a night. The whole catalog was open to that. It all depends. I've seen this song go a few different ways, and it's all about who the guy is playing it. I've seen, the dirty words, the thing at the end where you have the men and women shouting at each other. and it's evolved over time. It's one of the songs that
Yeah, and I think that's a great point. So a different player, again, to somebody who comes in and say, well, you're always playing Margaritaville. I actually don't put this in our top 5. I don't think, not here, not in Fayetteville, Arkansas, and not in Columbus, Ohio. Maybe in Florida or something like that.
Very
I'm
so.
sure it would be a top one, and that's a regional thing, and that happens with songs. But in this region, it's requested, and it's requested often. I wouldn't necessarily put it in the top 5 up there.
It's
But-
a song that how do I put this? It's a lifestyle. It's a vacation within that 3.5 minutes. You know, and what songs, you know, that song spawned not only the things we talked about, but Kenny Chesney, the beach bum country thing, you know, Toes.
Yeah.
You know, got ass in the water, toes in the sand.
Who is the artist? Is it Alan Jackson that he pour me something tall and strong?
Oh,
and
5
then-
o'clock somewhere. That's
Is it Alan Jackson or who is it? Y'all decide. But at the end, he's like,
Yeah.
"What would Jimmy Buffett do?"
Yeah.
So it is about this lifestyle, this kind of beach lifestyle. And I have read some of his books, and I identify with this in that song because even if it is about a breakup, I identify with that too. It was my own damn fault.
yes,
So
always is.
kind of getting to the craft and like peeking behind the curtain. You mentioned it's kind of how different players will deliver it.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I play it, I usually don't get much more of a response than the where's the salt part. And I might stop it and go back and you know, kind of egg people on to kind of join in with me on that part. But I have, you know, watched players that they do succeed in getting them to sing the whole song. So it's very different from player to player.
It's like jazz. It's not about the song; it's about the singer. You know, and everyone has their own take on it.
Yeah, and every night you can walk into a piano bar, you know, anywhere and see a totally different, you know, even if they're singing the same words, of course, they're singing the same chords, they're playing it almost the same way, that player will have figured something out that really draws it. Maybe they're more honest about
That's what
the
keeps
song.
us excited. You know, the
Yeah.
different players' takes on everything.
And I figure something out all the time about songs that we've played 1,000 times.
Yeah.
You know, I'll figure some little thing out that works better, you know, and I'll be like, okay, they enjoy it more.
We're always working on that. Always trying to evolve that. You know?
That we're just trying to do our job better, I guess. So, you know.
Indeed.
I don't have anything to add to
No,
this one.
that's
All right.
all we got.
Well, the Piano Bar, Fayetteville, Arkansas, coming to Rogers, Arkansas. Maybe by the time you watch this, Rogers, Arkansas, in Dixieland, and in Columbus, Ohio, on North High Street in the University District. Come see us. Either one of us could be at any one of those locations.
You
You'll
never know.
All right, bye.
We'll see you there.